So give me something to make me feel good tonight. So when the crowd arrives, it makes the timing right. So give me something to make me feel good tonight. So when the crowd arrives, it makes the timing right. Somewhere. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance to the groove and pump it up. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance to the groove and pump it up. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance to the groove and pump it up. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance, 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 dance and pump it up. With your deranged mind, start searching, you will find who is the man with the card. Well, I'm coming down hard. We dance to make you all sweat. There's no time to feel your threat. Everybody just jump it up to the pulse and pump it up and feel like I'm going insane. They get a head rush through my brain. Everybody just jump it up to the rhythm and pump it up and get down. Don't lose your pride. Don't pause, push to the wine. Everybody just jump it up. Just pump it up.
Welcome to Moorish TV, the TV show that gives you more.
It certainly does, and I'm going to give the wife some more when we're finished. This is a great show. What are you doing for getting us on? I'm going to kick Boris Johnson's bum, are you?
Oh dear, stop being so disgusting.
I think we better let that couple we get on. Was it Zed and Sapphire? Like the younger versions of us.
Oh, aren't they wonderful?
Everybody that's watching right now, this is Moorish TV with Zed
and Sapphire,
and this is episode 26. Welcome back to the show.
Yo, as always, because we always give that little bit more as you
can see over there. Yes, it says it on the screen. Moorish TV, the show that gives that little bit more, doesn't it, Tiggy? And we've also got Tiggy and of course the celebrity cat this week again, Rainbow.
He's a star.
Yeah.
He's in the magazines.
Yeah, Rainbow is in a magazine called Real People.
Real People is about real stories and real people and...
Talking about his journey from safe haven in Egypt all the way to here. From the abuse he had, from spaping and jobs that beat him up and all that side of things, to his lovely home that he's in now.
Oh, isn't that lovely? A nice ending.
He's even looking at the camera. He knows what's going on.
He loves you.
Tiggy's used to it. Tiggy crashes out when he gets filmed. He's a lazy one, isn't he? Your brother lazy. He certainly does. Well, I'll tell you what. Thank you for joining the show. And Rainbow's seen his thing, and he's off now. Celebrities have to do their own thing. You see.
Look at this, double jointed.
And off he goes. So way up, say Blondie. But yeah, we have got 7 great artists this week. We're going to call it the Magnificent 7.
Oh, absolutely, I would say so.
And on top of that, we've also got our very own celebrity chef. He's back again this week, cooking up a storm in the JQ kitchen. Is John Quill, isn't it?
It is indeed. I'm sorry I got distracted there because there's so many cats. We've got 3 cats in here today.
Yeah, it should be Cattish TV. Cattish TV takeover. But yeah, we've got 7 artists. John Quill is back cooking, as we say, and he's been doing very well. He's got his own nutrition company going up and running now.
He has, and he's going from strength to strength, and that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's it. Of course, we've also got our fun video again today, and we've had all these crazy dancers on today. We've got a dancer on today who can move his head from the top of his head to the bottom of the ground.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Now that's very interesting to see. I'm looking forward to that as well. But right now I'm going to give you a rundown of all the fantastic artists we have, our Magnificent 7.
we have always got great people. Graciano Major is in the house tonight.
And we've got PJ Myers.
Yep. And we've also got the group, the Lazarites.
Oh. And we've got Deya.
And Deya, yes I do. Well, so I'm going to be playing Charlie Russell. He's on the show as well.
Followed by Adria.
Oh, and Adria is back again. That's brilliant. Of course, Chef John Quill, he's back, as we say.
That's lovely. And we've got Louise.
And he's from the group Power Duo. And a lot of power coming out of that duo. And we've got two very familiar faces at the end of the show today. A NABA tribute, an Elvis tribute combined.
And it's Laurie and Gary.
Yeah, married couple. The
are.
Burtles, that's their names.
And they're very multi-talented, let's say
Very much so. So looking forward to having them back on the show and all the fantastic artists we have. So remember folks, if you're stuck in at home like we are, we have no pubs anymore because some red-headed lady stopped our pubs. I don't know why she stopped the pubs.
Well, it just means that we're not going to have any more alcohol in a pub for a couple of weeks or so.
Well, most of them are shut down, but the ones that are outside the area where we can go, they're open till 6 p.m, but if you want a meal, you have to have a fizzy pop.
Not for us.
There's no chance you're getting that done with me unless it's got the word Prosecco or champagne.
Because we only drink on a Saturday, you see, and that's our day, a Saturday, and certainly not going out for a meal and having a fizzy pop.
Well, we were going to go out right before the show had begun today, but now we just had to have our own pub in the house.
So we've got a chiller through there and it's back to the rafters.
So we're going to enjoy that after this. Not the whole chiller, of course.
No, it's a mixture of beer and wine and things like that.
And spirits as well, but not the ones that go boo. If there was ones coming out the chiller going boo, as long as they handed me a beer, I wouldn't be too fussed.
Oh, well, that'd be alright.
Yeah.
A ghost coming up and saying, would you like a beer? Oh, yeah.
Talking about Halloween, this dancer that's on the Funny Dancing tonight, he is, his head moves off from the top of his body to the bottom without a coat on.
Oh, that sounds very spooky.
Of course, he's got clothes on, of course. Because he'd headbutt something he didn't want to headbutt. And of course, right now we are going to be starting off with our fantastic artists. The Magnificent Seven are in the house on Moorish TV. And of course, this guy is coming up. He is Graciano Major, isn't he?
And, well, he's singing about 4 a.m, so let's go over and see what it's all about.
Let's do that. Let's go over to his home. He's waiting on us.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Graciano Major. Shout out to Zed and Safari on Moorish TV. I'm so humble and privileged to be on it, guys. Appreciate you for the support. This is my new single, guys. It's currently out now on all social medias. It's called 4 a.m. I'm currently in Ireland, Dublin, sitting in my car. I'm about to go actually to the studio and record some great new music for you guys. So make sure you lock in, check it out, guys. My social medias is everything Graciano Major. That's Graciano. Graciano Major. So thank you guys for the support. Peace and love. Appreciate you guys.
This is good. That'll be good, dude. I'll see you next week. Maxine. Good, yeah?
Graciano Major.
Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Keys to the house, make your way to the couch. I wanna access to your body tonight. You can tell me how, where and how to lose your mind, to lose your mind. 4 in the morning and I know what you want. If you only let me, I'll show you the way. Or would you stop teasing me like I'm teasing you? Why are we wasting time? Let's turn off the lights.
Just turn off the lights off.
Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it.
Yeah.
I know that you want it.
Fat back, you know I'm on it. I put your bitch in my coat. Yeah, you drip when I drop that. Stop that, come off that. Blame it on the end, it got me loose when I'm off that. 4 a.m. ding ding, that booty call. I know what your body's calling for. That long pipe, all night, the rough type. That give it to me, don't you stop, that raw pipe. I don't get tired, I'm Conte. I be on the field like all day. The midnight throws the games that we like. So 4 a.m. she be dinging this line. Hello, I'm on my way. Hope you got something to eat in your microwave. I'll be there in a minute. Keep the back door open for this villain.
Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it.
Thank you, Graciano Major.
Wasn't that great? Very
Absolutely
pop
fantastic.
indeed. I thought it sounded like what's that? Craig
David.
David.
Yeah, a lot of that going on. Apart from he didn't need to do all that vocalisation stuff. He'd got a great voice, Graciano, anyway.
I know.
I know Craig has, but he didn't do all that. And he had a great story about getting home for 4 a.m. after having a night out just to meet the lady of his dreams.
Oh, it's probably about right.
Yeah.
That's about right when you're getting kicked out of pubs or
Yeah.
clubs and things like
Should
that.
you take the lady of your dreams with you? That's what I do. In fact, I can't do.
We're always together.
Yeah, we always dream together. Different sort of dreams.
You don't
different...
come into my dreams, hope not.
Have I not? I think I have once. You said I wore a scary helmet and stuff.
Well, that'd probably be about right.
That's about right.
Let's get on.
Swing ball eyes.
Wasn't that brilliant though? I thought that was really great.
Absolutely fantastic. And if you guys want to follow Graciano Major, look him up on all his socials. Let he even explain to you before his song. And of course, remember, embrace the music, love the music, support the artists because the government don't, so you should. This is where it begins on Moorish TV. And this is where it will not end on Moorish TV because it will get better for you
Because
guys.
we give that little bit more as well. We help
Yeah.
you guys out there to get noticed, and we've been told so many times that nobody out there is helping anyone.
No,
and
it's true.
Really, people can see that we're trying to help
It
people.
is true.
And we're doing it off our own back.
I mean, you do get the famous bands like Roger Daltrey and The Who, they're doing their own thing for a cancer thing, but they're showing old footage, like Dave Grohl was in a band after Nirvana and they're showing that because Dave Grohl said. But there's no unsigned artists getting that push.
That's
You
what
know
it
what
is.
I mean?
It's like a John Peel night.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
it's sort of like John Peel would have loved this, we said
He
that
would.
before.
Yeah, well, the bands on it are brilliant.
Yeah,
aren't they? Yeah.
Fantastic. Remember, subscribe to Graciano as well. He's on YouTube and he's giving out that flavour for all the ladies and the guys out there. So enjoy what you hear and see what you like. Of course, talking about that, up next is another great, fantastic artist, and he's a great male artist, isn't he?
Oh, so who is it then?
This is PG Myers, and he's all the way from...
He's all the way from Australia.
That's right, yeah. Near the Great Barrier Reef there, PG.
And he's got some great footage there, by the way, in his video.
It certainly has, yeah. And PG's originally an Englishman as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so he's flew all over the world, now he's there.
Oh.
So, yeah, great footage. You'll see what it's all about, and we'll talk about it right after this. But do you want to go over to link to his home?
I would like to go to Australia, yes. Hello there.
Hello Zed, Sapphire and everyone at Moorish TV. My name's PJ Myers. You can find me on social media under that name. I'm a musician based in the far north Queensland, and coming up is my song Believe, which is actually a really old song. I wrote it about 17 years ago. One of the first songs I ever wrote, but it was only recently recorded and released earlier this year. So it's one of the first singles I released. This is Believe. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.
midnight sky, watching your life pass you by. You say you left your dreams out there, but you were young and didn't care. And now you move so slowly, you grow, but you never change. You feel so lonely, believe this has gotta change. You didn't come this far to fall. You say one day you'll receive the call, but if you spend your life in wait, one day it'll be too late. Now you move so slowly, you grow, but you never change. You feel so lonely, believe this has gotta change. So slowly you grow, but you never change. You feel so lonely, believe this has gotta change. As you fall back down to earth, you wonder what your life was worth. You say you live so good and true, but you let opportunity pass you by.
Fantastic.
That was brilliant, and you know something?
Oh my God, yes.
I loved the footage of the sharks in there. I mean, I wouldn't swim amongst them, but I think that was wonderful footage.
I mean, even from the moment you've seen the sunshine to the travelling through the rocks and the
dancing
ocean.
going on.
Yeah,
there.
but the African dancers were fantastic, weren't they?
Oh, I loved that. It was like Zumba.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like you get Zumba class, you know, and everybody's enjoying themselves.
Oh, I bet these African dancers are as fit as fiddles.
Oh, I would say so.
I bet PG is. He's probably getting learned to dance with them. But thank you very much to PJ and his wonderful team for sending that over. It's an absolute wonderful video and great track.
Great scenery.
And yes, it is. And of course, PJ is up there on his YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Get his music, Spotify, all the usual music outlets, and his socials. He's exclusively told you all at home all about that. If you're on lockdown, PJ's there for you to watch all his videos. Get onto his channel and watch them right after Moorish TV.
I mean, it's absolutely brilliant, that scenery. I'd love to watch more of his videos because I think he'll have more scenery that I would love.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely wonderful to see some more stuff.
The music's brilliant, everything about it all goes together, doesn't it, quite
He's
well?
a wonderful artist, and that, remember that he wrote that song 17 years ago, and this is him just recording it, you see?
Oh.
So it's came to fruition all these years
so it's
later.
been sitting on a shelf all these years, and he's brought it out. I'm glad you brought it out, by the way,
and of course,
it was worth it.
Obviously updated it as to what it should be now, and it sounds fantastic.
Brilliant.
Well, right now, It's time to move over to our third lucky artist. Number 3 in a place to be. It is a band, a group. They are the Lazarites.
Oh, lovely.
And they're going to give us their fifth amendment of music and how it should sound in a band.
Oh.
And of course, we're looking forward to hearing them. So we're going to go over to, I think they're based in Scotland or something, aren't they?
Glasgow.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Glasgow.
Yeah, I know Scotland for some reason. But let's go over there and let's speak to the artist, one of the artists from the Lazarites right now.
Hi there.
Hello Zed and Sapphire and Moorish TV. My name's Gary McGuinness from the Lazarites. We're a band from Glasgow and this is our new music video of our single Bob Lazar and the Cynical Aliens. I hope you enjoy it.
He's cast away his shackles of reality. He's running wild and can't be stopped, colliding stars' velocity. A brighter and colossal glow, seeing things we'll never know. Oh, dug up from the ground, he's here. Gravity's waves have been made. It's 1:15, the time is nigh. Bob Lazar is flying high. 9 spaceships lost in his mind. Time's moved on and so have they. The science in his head won't stay. A padded room's his home today. A secret far too good to keep. The government's right to sweep underneath the rug with all the free. It's 1:15, the time is nigh. Bob Lazar is flying high. 9 spaceships lost in his mind. Starmen have broken him free from the constraints of reality, a future of uncertainty. It's 1:15, the time is nigh. Bob Lazar is flying high. 9 spaceships lost in his mind. Jet engine and a car to drive. He's so lucky to be alive. Tell us when the aliens arrive. And what if I believe the truth? He put his life after the truth. Serendipity created a spoof. Lost in his mind.
was Bob, Lazar, and the cynical aliens.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of cynical aliens going about in Glasgow right now, and I don't mean that intentionally.
Did you notice the men in black there in the woods?
Yep, chasing the guy in the white jacket, the
That's
doctor.
right, I seen that. So they're in Glasgow, by the way.
They're chasing the doctor because the doctor's got the cure for COVID.
Oh, is that what it is?
It could be that. It could be that. Because it may be the aliens that are giving us COVID. And I don't mean illegal aliens, I mean aliens from up there.
I know what you're saying, and these men in black were looking very smart.
They certainly were, yeah. They looked like doormen, didn't they?
Like bouncers and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. They did.
Cool, sophisticated doormen.
But they're really aliens, come on.
Well, the Lazarites are there, and they're on social media, as you heard. All the social outlets, you'll find them on. And you'll get them on YouTube where you can subscribe. That's the aliens for me. Subscribe to their channel and embrace the love of their music videos, because they'll never be embraced before like this. It rocks. And it talks as well. And you can also get their music from all the usual music outlets such as Spotify, iTunes, and all that sort of side of things. Enjoy it, because we did.
Oh, I loved it.
Exclusively.
We used to be in a band years ago, and
Yeah.
we loved our band.
Yeah, we were called the Elastic Band.
No, we weren't.
Imagine getting called the Elastic Band.
But we did enjoy it. I mean, we played in Glasgow, and what was that place that we played in? Was it the Cat House or something?
We played in the Cat House,
Cat
we played
House,
in King Tut's Wawa
King
Hut.
Tut's.
Oh,
we were
few
quite
places.
a good band. We went all over the place, didn't
Yeah, I enjoyed
we?
that.
London a lot, even Wales.
Well, as you know, folks, we are I don't know if we are the only, but we are the only ones that we know of that support artists from all over the world, because it's not just in the UK that's been hit by this COVID thing. Nobody's allowed to go out and do big, massive gigs, really.
I know, it's
without
terrible,
it being
isn't
social
it?
stuff. Ticket sales are low, even if there is. And now they're putting a stop to it again, because they're doing lockdowns all over the place again, saying you're not even allowed to play live or busk in the streets.
Oh, that's so
Well,
awful. How
yeah.
are people meant to live, you know?
Well, I can't live because I can't live without that pint.
Oh, I
Well,
know.
it's
You're
not really
thinking,
pint,
you're
it's
thinking
not
about
really
the pint, but don't worry about it, because that's sorted. I
Yeah.
can get that easily
Yeah.
to your seat.
She's gonna break into the local bar and she's gonna take it over.
No, I'm going into my own bar, the chiller,
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
The chiller. We should get a Michael Jackson song. It's a chiller night. You gonna eat a curry, do a massive smelly. Oh, don't say that. Right.
Anyway, thank
Moving
you
on,
for
thank
that.
you, yeah.
The Lazarites.
The Lazarites, you guys rock. Thank you
you
for
so
being on the
much.
show, and good luck with everything you do. Stay in touch with us, of course, through Facebook and all that side of things. It would be great to hear how you guys are doing. We support you all the way. Right now, we're going to go over to our fun video time, and this is where we see crazy funny dancing things going on.
Ooh.
And this guy, he's done it before Halloween. He does it all the time, he says. He says, I can go one better because I can move my head around my body.
Oh, let's see this then.
I can't move my head around my body.
No.
I can move it around yours.
I
though.
would be like screaming if I seen that
I
happen.
could move it around your body.
Oh, let's get on with
Yeah,
it.
let's go over it and see what this crazy video is all about. Here we go.
Move your body, don't you stop. Dance to the groove and pump it up. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance to the groove and pump it up. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance to the groove and pump it up. Move your body, don't you stop. Dance, 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 dance and pump it up.
All you gotta do is box on your drop. All you gotta do is box on your drop.
That's certainly how you dance, moving your head up and down his body and around the place. How does he do that?
Move your body.
Yeah, something like that. Move your head more like.
That's the name of our song.
Absolutely.
Move your body.
But yeah, we've had some crazy dancers each week, but that was something. Now, he was on his own, he said, I'd do it my own.
Oh, well, good
he's
luck
got-
to him,
but for two
stretching
guys.
and bending and doing everything that we can't do.
If your head's down at your feet and you can't move it again, you just give it an old boot, don't you, and it'll go back up there.
Or use his knee.
There we are. There we go. There we have it. We're not a rude show, but there was a man on the show giving head. There we go.
Oh.
Right, here we go. Right, yeah. Up right next, we've got our next fantastic artist, I should say.
Artist.
And it is none other than...
Deya. Yes, that.
Deya, I do.
Deya.
Now, Deya is an artist from Australia.
Cheers.
She's an Oriental girl as well, and she is a great artist.
Cheers. She's fabulous.
You picked her because of her great vocals, and you said, oh my god, give
Oh,
Beyonce a run for the money and all
Definitely. I mean, I heard her like as though she was on X Factor, you know, something like that. And
But better though.
Oh, much better. Much better, of course.
Yeah. These shows X
She's got a
Factor
voice,
have.
let's put it that way.
Well, let's listen to that voice, but let's listen to her talk to us, because we're going over to Australia right now. Australia is quite a popular place for Moorish TV.
Yes.
But let's go over to the next artist and star of the show. It's Deya. Let's say hello.
Hello there.
Hi Zed, hi Sapphire, and hello Moorish TV. My name is Deya. I'm 25 years old from Sydney, Australia. First of all, thank you so much for featuring me on this week. I hope you guys are all staying safe, indoors and out. Other than that, I hope you are enjoying the music that you are listening, and the music that is coming up next would be mine. It is actually a cover song called Jasmine. It is in Korean, however, my version, Jasmine X Jamie, is in English, so everyone can understand that. And if you guys like what I have, I hope you guys can follow me on Instagram. All you just have to do is type in Debs Yaban and I will pop up, because I do have some music coming up soon. I am just working on it super hard. I think they're gonna come out in November. We'll see about that. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Yeah, you know I can paint the world over there in black and gold. You're the perfect chemical, I gotta test, I gotta know. You know I'm no criminal, but I can take your heart and go. You're the perfect chemical, I gotta test, I gotta. Just let me, just let me, yeah. Just let me, just let me. Sitting here next to you, wondering if you be feeling me too. Science was never my forte, but you be burning me all day. You be getting straight A's while I'm thinking out in a daze. How long will you make me wait? Come on now, let's create. I don't want an eruption, just a simple reaction. Can we just be an attraction? Yeah, getting it ready to fuse. Sitting on top of the world, just cute. Missing a puzzle, I swear is you. You know I can paint the world over there in black and gold. You're the perfect chemical, I gotta test, I gotta know. You know I'm no criminal, but I can take your heart and go. You're the perfect chemical, I gotta test, I gotta. Just let me, just let me, yeah. Just let me, just let me.
Oh, that was good. That
Wow.
was really good.
I love R&B and pop, you know, that kind of stuff, and
Well,
that's what she stood out for me for.
That was a really good pop number.
I did enjoy
I
that.
think
though.
so, yeah. I see
That
what
was
you...
called Jasmine.
Yep, well, I can see how Deya gives Beyonce a run for a cash and all that
Oh
stuff.
yes, that girl has a voice.
Yeah, she's got a pop record contract in the making, and hopefully she can get that. All our artists have got record contracts, rock bands, rappers, we've had them all.
But I would love unsigned people on our shows. Honestly, for you guys to get signed through the show would just be brilliant. It would be.
Hopefully, well, obviously some people in the industry must be watching at some point, you know?
Oh, I think so.
Because we've been going for over 6 months now, 7 months coming up, so you've got to think.
So maybe they're sneakily watching.
Come on. Yeah, well, hopefully they are. And
well,
if they
we've
are,
been in the news and in the paper
that's
and
true.
that, so that says something.
And if they are, they should let us know if you're on the show, or you've been on the show, you're watching again, if you've been signed, or you're going to get signed, or somebody's approaching.
You've been noticed?
Let us know. It'd be lovely to hear, because we'd congratulate you all the way and put this on the show as well. So good luck to everyone, especially Deya. And of course, Deya is on. She's on YouTube. You can subscribe to her channel. She's on all the music outlets and the social media. Embrace the love of her beautiful voice and just go and get her music and listen to it.
Oh, I couldn't put it any better myself.
But put it this way: if you're all locked in, you might as well lock into some great music.
I like that.
And only on Moorish TV will you find that. Yeah.
Oh, yes, cats running about.
I know. But up next, we've got another fantastic artist, and it is none other than The Hustle with the Muscle.
And it's Charlie Russell. Didn't that just go together?
Yeah, that rhymed a bit too much, I think. Right, let's rustle about in the bag of goodies and see what music Charlie's going to come up with, because we're going right over to his home.
Hello there.
Hello, Zed and Sapphire and everyone at Moorish TV. I'm Charlie from Dirt Royal. The video that you've kindly decided to feature is Glory Days. It is a song and a single taken from our second album, Great Expectations, which is out on the 23rd of October, released with Time for Action Records on vinyl and all the digital downloads and all that. Yeah, we're Dirt Royal. We're based in Brighton. We kind of do like indie pop, punky kind of stuff, singing about everyday things that affect us and affect you, or if it doesn't, you know, whatever. But check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the illegal streaming sites, all that sort of thing. We are Dirt Royal is the what you need to type in. But so I just want to finish by saying thanks to everyone at Moorish TV for featuring the track and the video, and I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you.
Today's a day that you decide between your passions and your pride. You're never going to be anything you dream. People say you should give up, get a job, start growing up. You never will achieve any of your dreams. Get yourself a happy life, come with a pretty wife. All the things you said, pretend you never did. Get yourself a company car, good still job will get you far. Now you have achieved nothing that you dreamed. No one told you about the glory days. No one told you, forget the glory days. 'Cause they're gone, 'cause they're gone. No one told you about the glory days. To me you're not the same. You take yourself, be pushed in shame. You used to laugh a lot at all the silly songs. Now you go hand in hand, a crowd of muppets you call your gang. It's safe to say you changed, far from better. No one told you about the glory days. No one told you, forget the glory days. 'Cause they're gone, 'cause they're gone. No one told you about the glory days. Silent here on my desk, they're gone. Lost up in my head, gone. Where I should have been, wings I couldn't see. Silent here, spitting, they're gone. Things I should have done, I couldn't see.
everybody, welcome back. That was Charlie Russell there. Even Rainbow's come back because he loved the music.
Oh.
Yes, he got his paws and claws and jammed away. But yeah, Charlie Russell giving it the old glory days there.
Oh, the glory days. What do you remember about the glory days?
Oh, too many things. Well, some things you can't remember because you were so peeved.
You mean you went out for a good drink and
Yeah.
you forgot the rest of the night?
Well, when we had the band, sometimes you were drinking things like Scorpion Lager. I bet you don't know what that is.
It was only 5%, by the way.
It's not a drink with a bite. It's only
a beer.
It's only a beer, yeah. And hooch. I'm talking about the sort of black cunt hooch. I'm not talking about hooch like
That was
drink.
4%, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were your glory days.
Yeah.
Well, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But there we are. And they're right, Rainbow. Yes. But yeah, thank you very much to Charlie for that. Charlie is on YouTube. Subscribe to his fantastic channel of great musical combinations of a great voice for the choice. You'll love him.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, get his music on all musical platforms.
Nice bit of indie punk there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Catchy.
that'll get you rocking and jamming away in the house in no time at all. Getting a party, getting arrested because there's a lockdown. I'm not telling you to go out and party.
Just get the drums in the house and get it all going.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
let's get the Sex Pistols back and we'll go down and we'll start abusing people like Boris Johnson.
Oh, hey.
I wonder what he thinks of Boris
We'll
Johnson.
heckle him.
Yeah, but there we go. Yeah, don't worry about the lockdown. It's only 2 weeks. Done in a day. But yeah, Charlie Russell, music will be going for years. This guy is very talented, great songwriter, great singer, great artist altogether, and even he's eating my book. Stop it. And yeah, I know you're famous. And of course, Charlie is the bee's knees. Remember, embrace his music, love his music, and rock and jump and jam to the pop and punk style. It's there for you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And why is he on Moorish TV though?
Because he gave that little bit more.
As the rest of you did. There we are.
Like a dreamy?
Nope. I'd like the pubs to reopen so I don't act stupid.
Might calm down.
It takes a lot more than that to calm me down, my dear.
Ooh,
Anyway.
a beer maybe.
Well, after the show, yeah. Well, John Cole's food would calm me down because you have to eat it.
Well, there you go. That would keep you nice and quiet.
And he's coming up right after our next fantastic artist. This young lady is a singer-songwriter with a great attribution to the music industry as we speak. Should be an award-winning artist as we speak too. Sent us a lovely message last week right after the show.
Oh.
And even a voice message as well.
Wasn't that nice?
She wanted to come back on the show and let you hear this fantastic
You're most welcome.
Yes, you are. And it is Adria Deneuve, isn't it?
It is indeed, and we'll say hello. Hello there.
Hi Z, Sapphire and Moorish TV. This is Adriana from London again. But this time you will be listening to my new single, You Should Know, which is more personal, and I really hope you enjoy it. I hope everyone is okay. Find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Spotify as well. So go and listen.
Deep I may never stay, but all the time I'm away, know that my love will stay.
Thank you very much, Adria. It was good to hear from her.
Wonderful! I'm from London as well.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner.
Oh.
And I like London. I do like London.
You know what I was thinking? You're probably going to be locked up as well, you know.
Locked up?
You're London.
Locked up. The police are looking for you.
I mean, the pub's all shut and you're locked in the house, nothing to do.
Yeah, locked in. Locked up. Brilliant.
I didn't mean literally locked in. I mean, London's going to be locked in a bit, you know.
That was brilliant though. That was great. I'm sure Adria will be laughing when she hears that. It was brilliant. But yeah,
I didn't mean you're being locked up.
Locked up for being one of the greatest artists.
Your area of London will be locked up, just like our area down here with the pubs and the restaurants.
And Adria's song, it's a song that we see. It's about
being alone.
And you shouldn't be.
No, you shouldn't.
And you won't be. You won't never be.
And it's called You Should Know.
You should know.
You should know.
And you folks out there, you should know to start buying her tracks. Go to her YouTube channel, subscribe there, go to her social media, follow her, she'll follow you back, she'll say hello, you'll say goodbye, and then you'll say hello the next day again.
She's a lovely girl, she's very friendly.
Is, yeah.
I mean, sending us a lovely message.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Adria. That was much appreciated and great to hear from you. Stay in touch with us over the social media. If you've got our social media, she follows us, we follow her. And you'll find out how good she does.
She is. She's brilliant.
She gave a hell of a lot more.
She did. She gave that little bit more, but that bit more, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And John Peel would like her.
Oh, definitely.
If he was here right now, I think so. And
bless John Peel.
Yeah,
I was just thinking.
And talking about blessing Johns, we're going to bless the food that John Cook's going to Quill, was it? John Cook.
You've done it in the reverse way.
Yeah, sorry about that, John Cook. If there's a John Cook out there, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about John Quill, because he's a cook. So if you can't cook like a Quill, you're not a John.
He's confusing us.
But moving on, that's Adria Denev. Remember, embrace her music and all the socials, everything, and subscribe to her YouTube channel and buy her music on all the music platforms. But right now, Adria Denev would love to see what Chef John is cooking because she follows him as well.
Oh, very good, very good.
So let's go over to our 10-minute menu with our legendary Chef John Quill.
Hello there.
Hi, I'm Chef John Quill. Thank you Zed and Sapphire for having me. When I'm not cooking for VIPs and celebrities, I help people with cooking demonstrations, and today we're going to be doing a very quick and easy omelette. Now, you say omelette, quite a few people come to me that haven't been able to make the omelettes quite right. So we're going to do it quick and easy. What you're going to need is we're going to need 3 eggs, which I've got here. I'm going to crack them into a bowl. 1. I'm going to change my angle, there we go. 2. He says, there we go, you can tell this is a live video. And then 3. 3 eggs in. Just going to wash my hands quickly because of the raw egg. Always wash your hands when you've been touching eggs or raw meat, etc. Okay, so I've got my 3 eggs in there, okay? This is the mistake people make, they put milk in. Whereas what we need to do is we need to put 3 dessert spoonsful of water in there as well. And that would mean that if you had 2 eggs, it would be 2 dessert spoonsful, 1 egg, 1 dessert spoon, etc, etc. So for however many eggs you're using, you need to put 1 dessert spoonful of water. I'm going to preheat my hob and get it nice and hot there. And I'm going to put a dessert spoonful again of olive oil in there just to warm up. So I've got my 3 eggs, my 3 dessert spoons full, a knob of butter. I'm going to whisk them up now. So I've got my hob on now, getting my pan nice and hot. And today my filling is going to be cheese, ham, and for everybody that knows me, I do like my chilli. But I'm not going to put chilies in there. I'm going to whack some hot pepper and Kona sauce in there. So that's well mixed there, see? Get rid of that. Salt and pepper to taste. There we are. Ready to go into the pan. So I'm getting my pan nice and hot now. There's my grated cheese and my ham all chopped up, ready to go. And my Kona hot pepper sauce. There we are. If any of you like to follow me on Instagram, it's chef_John_Quill. I'm also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and really pleased to be invited by Zed and Sapphire onto the show. There we are. Get that nice and hot there. On the pan. We want a nice hot pan so we can go straight in and we keep the mixing. We put the filling in and then we fold it over. There we go, that's lovely. So I'm going to go in with my eggs. There we are. The most common mistake, like I said, is people tend to put milk into their mix and not water, whereas an omelette mix is water and a scrambled egg mix is milk, okay? So I'm going to get that moving around. There we go. Get that moving. Still got this mix going there. Getting my omelette nice and ready. Now I'm going to flip that over. There we go. Sorry guys, the wrong angle there. There we are. So I've got my omelette in the pan there. Lovely and hot. And what I've done is I've got a little watercress garnish salad there. I prefer watercress than lettuce because it's got a nice pepperiness to it. I've got some cherry tomatoes and some cucumber on there as well. And this is lovely. It's nearly ready to go. And there we are. Going to turn my plate slightly and get this. It hasn't got to be perfect. Sometimes they'll break up and split, but as long as the flavours are all in there punching. There we are, guys. This is what we've got, and that's your omelette. So, thank you again for watching. I hope you take the tip of the water instead of the milk. It'd be great to hear from you. I'm on Instagram, chef_John_Quill, and Facebook, LinkedIn, and hopefully see you guys all again soon on Moorish TV. Take care. Speak to you soon.
Another great dish from Chef John Quill.
Oh, I know. You know, he makes these lovely dishes every week, and we never get to actually try them.
Yeah.
I wonder if he could just like magic one up.
Yeah, well, you never know, because he's got that new business up and running with the nutrition right now.
Oh, yum yum.
Of course, one of his businesses sadly never made it through this, but it's no stone unturned, he says, because the other one survived it.
Oh, right.
And the workers he's got will be re-employed again. So
well, there you go. He's going to be back up on his feet there.
John is a friend. He's a gentleman. We've run a great friendship with him throughout this whole pandemic.
And John's from Wales.
Yeah, it's North Wales, isn't he?
We'd love to come down one time when we're allowed to come down and see you and your lovely family.
If they would stop doing lockdowns and stuff like that,
I know,
it's just crazy.
Get a chance to visit people who want to really see us, and you know, we're going to visit a few people around the country and that.
Yeah, I would love to go to one of John's establishments and sit and have a glass of wine with him.
Oh,
you're lovely.
We'll think about it because it will happen one day, won't it?
Right.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, I would like to congratulate our good old friend Captainbeany as well. He finished the marathon and he raised a lot of money.
He done so well. Yeah. I mean, he's done so many marathons, but this was the virtual London one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and he done so well.
Yeah, you're getting so skinny, Beanie.
Oh,
that,
there's nothing to you.
No,
What's going on?
There's more meat in a butcher's pencil, as John Cobb would say.
You need to eat some of John's food down there, you know, because he's not that far from you.
Don't tell him that, I'll knock his door now.
But yeah, all that running about and that, you're losing all that weight, come on.
That's right, but you're doing it for all the right reasons.
You are.
Now take a break and have a beer.
You should take a little rest. Yeah, have a beer,
have
because
a
you're
beer.
allowed one. Surely.
Have a beer and have a baked bean curry.
Oh, because
Curried
he
beans.
loves his beans.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And I mean, he's got the Baked Bean Museum as well, which he gets visitors and things, but not at the moment, of course not.
No, it's a shame.
But he did have people come down to his home and
from
that,
all over
and
the
he showed
world.
them around, and yeah, it's actually got a real museum.
And he's a lovely friend of ours. He's been a friend of ours for, well, since I think it was
number of years.
2010 we met him.
Oh my goodness, so that's like 10 years.
Yeah, full 10 years
wow.
we've known Captainbeany. And I mean, we've met on 2 occasions through that, because he lives in Wales, we're in Edinburgh. But yeah, when we met the second time, we painted the town red all right before we went and filmed.
We enjoyed ourselves.
Oh my God, I've got pictures of Beanie falling over chairs and stuff.
No, it isn't.
It's brilliant. It's a night out with Beanie is a night out with anyone.
It's very exciting. The whole three of us having a good laugh.
Yeah.
It was good.
Beanie, you like your baked beans, get yourself down to the Aldi superstores. I'm not giving them exposure, but they've got those little sausages with the baked beans. Throw curry in it and you'll love it.
Oh, yum, yum.
But right now, thanks very much, Captainbeany, as well, and for your fantastic, generous donation towards the Safe Haven.
Thank you for that. Yes.
We've now reached
£195 at
yeah.
this stage. So
could be on over that now for all we know, sitting here.
Well, the goal was £150, £150, and we went over that. So that's brilliant. That's for the Safe Haven where Little Rainbow came from.
So if anybody's got a spare fiver, donate now.
Or even a few pounds is just fine, you know. But we've done so well, and it's you know, it's to help the little animals in there, the cats, for their vet bills and their feeding and things like that. So I mean, every penny does help.
Yeah, and remember, if you want to read about Rainbow's story and stuff like that, you can read about it in the Real People magazine, which is flashing up on our screen again as we speak. And he's getting a bit cuddly right now. Really.
Oh,
but
beautiful.
yeah, let's go over to another guy who's cuddly. I hope he likes that. It's Louis from Power Duo, and they're an Australian group, and we're going to go over to Australia now and say hello.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, Zed and Sapphire and Moorish TV. I'm Arthur Velucci, and with Luis Fregonese in the drums, we play at Count Step for Glory. We are based in Brazil, and you can find us at Instagram and Facebook at CS4GloryBR. We also are at YouTube. Just look for Count Step for Glory. The video you are about to see now is from the music Evolution, which has this great artwork and is our third music released since June this year, 2020. Hope you enjoy. See you guys.
groups on today.
Oh, I love the bands, honestly. Wow. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, it takes you right back, doesn't it?
It does.
I love a good group. Of course, you're going to get good bands coming out left, right and centre all over the world. It's not just the ones on Moorish TV that haven't been discovered on here or haven't been on this show. There's a lot more out there that need help. And
support.
And support.
And support.
And financial support from all the governments. And they don't give it.
They need it. They need it badly.
What's going on?
I know, because that's their livelihood as well, you know, for some people.
Well, I've heard Boris Johnson watches the show because he watches the dancers and gets his wife fronts on and spins about.
Oh!
So if
Have
he
you got
is...
any footage of that?
We should get in contact with the Boris lookalike guy and get him to do it.
Oh, that'd be so
That
funny.
would be hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
But like we say, they should get their finger out of whatever brown buttons they've got and take a good old sniff and wash it, then get some money. Get some brownies out. Real brownies. Reddies.
Or greens.
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 Brownies.
Brownies. What kind of money is brown? It's
well, it would be brown.
Well, some of them are brown, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, greenies. Well, greens, you know.
Money. People need the money. Never mind
Cash,
if it's
what?
Never mind if it's brown. If it's brown, we'll wash it.
Put in the washing machine, launder it.
Yeah, we'll pick all the nuts off and all the sweet corn as well.
He's totally mad.
But you've got to look. See Boris Johnson, even Nicola Sturgeon and people like that. Instead of closing places like that down, a friend that you worked with, Nick Nairn, the chef, he said that they should be looking more at colleges and schools rather than the pubs. The pubs have put everything into place. Even though you've had the odd thing here and there, it's not been as bad as what they're making out.
I would say so, because you know, the pubs and restaurants we've been in, well, they've been very, very good, and they've kept people away from tables, and you just sit at your own table, have a chat and things, and nobody comes to your table to talk to you, and there's petitions and lots of gel for your hands, and I mean, it's closely monitored, so I don't know why they're doing this.
And I'm wondering how the not so much the big chains, some of the chains might close down as well, but the smaller pubs, how they're going to survive, it's a worry. And the restaurants as well.
It is a worry for them. I mean, I feel for them, you know.
I mean, like somebody said, and a politician once said after it happened, they said, if you can go to a restaurant and sit down and have a glass of juice with your fish and chips at a chip shop restaurant, how can you not just have a glass of white wine? Because it's not like you're going out and getting fully bevied at a restaurant, is it?
I mean,
you're out to enjoy your meal.
This virus won't know if you're sitting with a glass of wine or a juice.
No.
You know, well, what's the difference? I see what you're saying.
It wouldn't know a Snicker from a Mars bar.
It just wouldn't.
It's as dumb as a donkey's ass.
It is.
And so is Boris Johnson. He is.
Anyway, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. And remember, in America, you guys have got to agree. You've got Donald Trump. He's fantastic. He says it's better than the flu and all that, and the flu's better than that or something. He's off his nut. Anyway, a wave to him. Oh God, I've got the virus now. Right, there we go.
Even waving to me, go you watch.
It's some sort of virus. It's a nut virus.
Oh.
But anyway, moving on. And remember, come on, support the artists, folks, and even the ones that are doing crowdfunding. Just even if you've got a few pennies, give them the money, because they need to support themselves if the government won't do it. Get your fingers out, governments. That's enough said. Because they gave what?
That little bit more.
More than you did, government.
And the government gave that little bit less.
They gave bugger all.
They gave nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, I just said the
They gave that nothing.
Yes. And that's on record. Small record as well. But right, moving on. It's not just the music industry it's been hit hard. The theatre industry as well. All the theatre people out there, they've really been hit hard. I mean, you're talking about the first time you're not going to see many pantomimes if there's any.
I don't think so. I think this year is just truly cancelled, isn't it? By the sound
Oh
of
yes,
things.
it is. Oh no, it's not. Oh yes, it
in
is.
Edinburgh there is no fireworks at New Year in Princess Street or any great bands singing up there in the gardens, you know. So that's going to be like, I don't know what we're going to do.
Even Halloween, all the kiddies knocking on doors are not allowed.
Oh.
You know, you can't even.
It's a shame. It's just like.
It's a shame.
It's making me so sad that I need to feel so happy now.
Yeah.
And we'll play the next band.
Yeah, well, it's not band actually. This is a married couple, and they're called Gary and Laurie, and you know Laurie.
Oh yes, definitely.
Laurie, who gets called to us Laurie B, and Laurie B is Burtles actually, because they're a married couple. Gary and Laurie Burtles.
Yeah, and the Burtles.
Laurie first came to us, and she's a ventriloquist as well.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She does lots of different things. She does Vera Lynn as well.
Kate Bush. And she's also in an ABBA band
She's
with
in
her
an ABBA
husband.
band as well. And Gary, he does Elton John, Elvis. And, you know, he's in the band as well, isn't he?
Yep. And
so
he does Mr. Braithwaite as well in the War Bunkers.
Oh, definitely.
I think we'll be needing to go to War Bunkers if they keep putting pubs out.
Let's say they're both talented and they're amazing people, honestly.
They've always praised us for the support we give to not just musicians but everybody, because we're all about the theatres and the gigs, the venues I should say, reopening. I don't know how they're going to do them, even the nightclubs and that side of things, but hopefully in the very near future we can get ourselves back to normal and see what wonderful attributions these fantastic artists put on stage.
I know. So are we going to see?
Well, Gary's standing by. Laurie's not with him, but Gary's standing by. I know, but
it would have been wonderful to see both of you.
Yeah. Maybe one day. Oh, that sounds like that, like the Lamb. What I'm doing?
Do you need a dream?
No, I think I need to do theatre as Larry the Lamb.
Well.
or should it be Jimmy the Sheep from Scotland?
Oh. Right, let's...
What was that?
Let's go and see what
Caroline the Crow or something.
Gary's saying.
Let's go over to Gary. He's at home right now.
Hello there, Gary.
Hi, Deya and Sapphire. Thanks again for having me on the programme. We've been on before in the past in all the different guises. This is the first time I've been me. But today, thank you very much for playing a couple of our videos to ABBA and Elvis, hence the different flags. Hope I've got the flags right. Doing a great job up there. The programme is amazing. And thank you very much. And hi to everyone up there in Scotland. We've had some great nights in Scotland. We did a couple of sellout nights in Motherwell and Adria with our ABBA show a couple of years ago. Fantastic crowd. And hi to Paula, Mandy and all the gang up there. And thanks again for having us on. And we hope you enjoy the videos. Thanks very much. Bye.
Maybe I didn't love you, yeah man, quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, girl, I never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Run your fingers through my hair and cuddle me real tight. Just wanna be your teddy bear. I don't wanna be a tiger, 'cause I ain't just play too rough. I don't wanna be a lion, lions ain't the kind you look enough. I wanna be your teddy bear. Here we go again, asking where I've been. Can't you see these tears are real and crying? We can't go on together with suspicious minds. You knock my house, steal my car, break my leg, run my old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do. Well, honey, lay off of my shoes, but don't you stand my blues with you. You can do anything, lay off of my blues with you. So I wanna know, what's the name of the game? Does it mean anything to you? Money, money, just me, baby.
that was fantastic. Another great performance from this pair.
Absolutely, I just love it because I mean,
Yeah.
I wonder if they do anybody else because
I wonder.
you do so many people. It's just unbelievable. I've never heard of anybody that's done so many things between a couple. You know, different things. You know, like the ABBA, the Elvis, and all that.
Of course,
you know, it's brilliant.
we've been given offers from many bands and musicians and tribute artists and people like that to go and see them, and of course Gary and Laurie are another couple would love to go and see them.
Oh.
No matter who they're playing or what they're doing.
That would be brilliant.
But the Elvis was brilliant. My father was a massive Elvis fan. I was brought up with all
wasn't
that.
he? I never met your dad.
No.
But, because I met you.
Yeah.
Something like 6 months later after
Yeah.
your dad passed.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I never got to meet my father-in-law. Oh
No.
dear.
But there will be a day you will do, but not too soon.
What are you trying to say? You're trying to get rid of me?
No.
To the man up above?
That's a record as well.
Oh.
But yeah, Gary and Laurie, I don't know how long they've been married, but I'll tell you what, a fantastic couple. And there's not many couples that are in the entertainment industry that last so many years.
Oh, I
We've
know.
done it. We were together for 26 years actually, 25 years
26
married.
now, yeah, but 25 married.
Yeah.
You
This
wouldn't think
year.
it, would you? But I mean, we know
Yeah.
each other inside out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I bet Gary and Laurie know each other inside out as well.
Of
you
course,
know, kind
of
of
course,
thing,
of
you
course. But I'd love to go and see them play live. The Elvis is brilliant. The ABBA is spot on as well.
Oh, I love ABBA, and I've got an ABBA outfit, haven't I? I got it for Halloween. You know, he dressed up as Adam Man, and
Yeah.
I was like someone from ABBA.
Yeah.
But
I don't think there's much to do in Halloween this year if they're going to
No,
be
that's
closing
what I'm
things.
saying.
It's
I
a shame.
can't dress up, and
Well,
got
you can dress up, but you can dress up here.
and I never got to really sort of kind of try my Cleopatra as
Yeah.
well, did I? The outfit.
Well, the pubs are hopefully going to be opening because they've 25th to say that's it, and then the weekend after it's Halloween.
It's a Halloween, I know.
So we'll be definitely out then, unless they lock it down again. And if they do, I'll be coming out dressed as Michael Myers, looking for all you politicians. I'm not joking.
Boris, run.
Yeah.
And Nicola.
Boris admitted on the TV that he was fat.
Oh, that was so funny.
Well, his pockets aren't fat, and if they are, he should pay his artists.
Oh,
I told you
it was
once,
very
twice.
entertaining, let's put it that way.
It was. But yeah, let's give a shout out to all the fantastic artists that have been on the show right now.
Let's do it, yeah.
Graciano Major is Major for the Plagiar, for the PG Myers, going for the Criers. Not the Criers, for the Lazarites. We're doing it on day and nights. For Deya, yes I do. Charlie Russell gives it to you. Adria Denev with a voice for the choice. John Quill doing it like a Rolls Royce in the chef's kitchen. And then we got the power duo. Then Gary and Laurie show you how to duo.
Oh.
And of course, that's it. From Moorish TV, from Zed,
And Sapphire.
from her, and from me. Oh Christ, I sound like bloody two Ronnies now.
So, female, male.
Yes. Well, male, female. That's right, yeah.
Aye?
If you've just
Where
tuned in-
did I get him from?
Yes. Where did they choose him? He was lying at the side of the curb with no pants.
Oh.
I'm talking about pants.
It's not true. It's not true.
No, I had
Don't
pants.
listen.
I had pants on. The only time I took them off.
What do you mean you had pants on? I hope so, because I met you in a blooming pub.
Yeah. And what sort of a pub would it be if I had no pants on? That's
it was
right.
a karaoke night.
It was.
And we really enjoyed ourselves.
We certainly did. See, music
And
industry.
I won the prize that night for the karaoke
You
song.
certainly did. And then we had Glenn Morangi fell in love, and we never left the bed. Well, I mean, we never left each other.
Yeah, we were there for a while. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry, we're still there.
And that's on record again. Right, anyway, folks, yeah, thank you to all the fantastic artists. And, of course, right at the end of the credits, there is something funny going to happen. What's it going to be? You will find out. We're not going to tell you this
Stay
week.
tuned, remember, after the
funny.
credits,
Yeah,
because
it's
you're going to
very
miss it if you don't.
Remember, folks, thanks to the fantastic artists, and remember, and go to all the YouTube channels and buy their music and embrace their music, love their music, follow all their social medias, get involved with us, like our Facebook page, join the Facebook group of Moorish TV, and subscribe to our channel. There's lots of great shows.
Oh,
We've got
wonderful.
celebrities and everything on our shows.
We have.
Yes, we do.
We have.
So stay tuned, because if it's not, it is. This is Moorish TV with Zed.
And Sapphire.
Have a fantastic Saturday, because the pubs are closed and I'm getting hit and missed.
You're just wanting a pint, so I better get off.
Better go. Stay tuned, because there's more. Good night.
Dreamies for him to calm him down.
That's right. Bye now.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Give me something to make me feel good tonight. So when the crowd arrives, it makes the timing right.
What do you mean it's over? I thought your show had only just begun.
Oh, I know, dear. We all love Moorish TV.
We certainly do. What we're gonna do for the bands, we're gonna go down 10 Downer Street, break in, and steal the money from that little motherfucker.
Oh, do you mean that man with the white hair, Boris?
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna give the money to the bands and all the theater people. They deserve it. Up yours, Boris.
Everybody just jump it up. Just pump it up. No, there is nothing planned. Our music is in demand. We make you sweat, deal with it. This is our yard, you gotta feel with it. Ozone music is all the rage. Rocking on the mic to kick the stage. 8 till 8 and so non-stop. The thing you gotta do is bop till you drop. The thing you gotta do is bop till you drop. The thing you gotta do is bop till you drop.
Please, sir, I want some more.